somehow. I dare. How dare you, Saul? It's lovely to have you here. Look, it sounds like do with that specific note. God, I love it.
Hello everyone, it is I, and as welcome to here is also, wow. I just fucked that up, didn't I? I fucked I fucked that one up, didn't I? But yeah, we're here, we're making art again. But yeah, we're doing art again. I got this line art for Rodia done, so we can color her in. Hello, Femboy. Hello, LolMaster161. Yeah. Yeah. He has a mold at home. Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's Juju speaking. Fuck. Yeah, Juju is speaking. God damn it, I forgot to... I always do this. Hold on. Yeah. Juju was speaking. I was just a doofus.
Yeah, you forgot to take the ball gag out of my mouth first.
Yeah!
You always... Sorry.
What? There you go. Alright, we're back.
Hello. Ball gag has been removed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, BDSM gear can be pretty, like, badass in a way, I think. Like...
Automod needs to chill. Half the things Femboy says, Automod is like, I think they did it bad, and I'm like, no, they're fine.
Remember one time Mira's chat got automated because someone said a box of nails being a whole ass pound.
And it was for ass pound, yeah.
Yeah, it said Automod detected ass pound.
Thank you, Automod, keeping everyone safe. Alright, I'm just gonna color in the whole of the thing.
What?
The whole of the thing. All of it. Boy. Where are you, Roja? I need you. There you are. I try to color pick mostly from the characters. I think like 95% of my colors are color picked from the characters, but sometimes they're just very like muted, and I want them to pop a little more, so I add a little bit more.
Yeah, but... I was like, especially for chibis, I think it's like, I think you should probably lighten them up at least a little bit.
Yeah.
Specifically just because like Limbus Company by default has such a drab art style that like, you know.
Mm-hmm. Not in a negative way, but like,
Yeah. This film.
let them capture the original feel of the characters. Thank ya.
True.
Just a little bit like of like eyeshadow.
Mm-hmm.
So like this pink
She's her-
eyeshadow. She's serving.
She's pink eye.
That's a different thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Do it in a minute. One time I got out of school because they thought I was crying, but then I like tried to hide it and and
So
then
you
the
were
teacher
crying.
saw my eyes. Well, I was crying, but then I like hid it and then but I was like hiding it expression wise, but my eyes were red as hell, and so my teacher thought I had pink eye and told me to leave.
Ah. I mean, I guess task failed successfully.
Yeah.
I'm crying so hard the teacher thinks I'm high.
That was, oh god.
That's a good character.
I just got reminded of something, which was funny. For some, I didn't know this until after, way like years after my mom told me this story.
Mhm.
Which was, so like I've always had pretty bad eczema
Mhm.
for a lot of my life.
Mhm.
Like I just have dry skin, and I'm just kind of constantly scratching at myself because of it.
Mhm.
And in school, like one of the spots it gets the worst at is like where like my pant legs would chafe against the like inside of my thigh.
Oh no.
And so apparently years later my mom said, yeah, so one time they called me in, like the school called me and said, and was they thought like when I would reach down and itch my thigh, that I was doing it frequently enough that they thought I was jacking it in class.
Yeah.
Um.
I could see that. How, oh no. Because some kids did that.
Yeah. I guess that retroactively explains why a lot of the teachers did not like me.
They did. Yeah, so like I haven't seen it myself, but I knew that was like a phenomenon that kids would like jack off in class.
Oh wait, I was wondering. I was like, why? Who are you talking to? And then I realized it was Twitch chat.
Yeah, Twitch chat.
Having to work. Can I make a hot take about Persona?
Yeah.
Even though I do like this music, Persona 4 is the worst one out of them. I like Persona 4. It's the weakest one though.
Yeah.
Cause like, I used to think it was really cool, but then you're like, I don't know. I feel like I went back and like took an analytical eye to it and realized, wow, a lot of Persona 4 is like, yeah, no, friendship, like, you know, accept your friends for who they are and help them be their true selves, unless they're kind of effeminate, unless they're a tomboy, or unless they're a bear. Like, just a lot of
Yeah.
the arcs are like supposed to be about accepting themselves, but it really seems like they are
Oh no, I gotta do a
actually.
backflip apparently. Oh no.
Oh, okay. Do a backflip. Do it. Do it.
Alright, I did it.
Good job.
Yeah, I did it. Just Roja is looking good. Yeah!
Also, I think I might have mentioned this before, but apparently in the original Japanese
hold on.
translation, Teddy says something about being scared about, well, no, he thought that they would be scared of him because he's white. Oh wait, do your flip.
I did it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice. Good job.
Nice job.
So at some point in Persona 4, there's the part where Teddy reveals that he's an actual dude inside the. He can be an actual dude inside the bear costume and not just the bear.
Thank you.
And he comes out and he's like a blonde-haired twink. And they go, "Why didn't you tell us sooner?" And in the original Japanese, not Persona 4 Golden, Persona 4 original Japanese, he said, "I didn't know how you would I didn't know how you'd think about my like very European appearance or something like that." Like it would be. He says something like, "I thought you'd be frightened by my appearance," which implying that like I didn't want to scare you because I was white.
Yeah.
Which is very funny to me.
Yeah.
And the funny part is he's like kind of right because
Yeah.
I think Yosuke gets scared of him.
Yeah.
I think that's less the white though and more
Just who he is.
Homophobia.
Oh yeah, homophobia.
But like he's gay, so.
Mm-hmm.
Also another thing about Persona 4, one of the fully like intended things they were gonna do was make it like how in every Persona game you get to like rank 10 and ask you, do you want to date them? They were fully intending to do that with Yosuke
But
to
then
the
the
point,
censors came out.
and then they cut it at the last second. But like all of the scenes are like fully in the game files. The dialogue's written. It has voice acting and everything. And yeah, they just cut it. But you were supposed to be able.
Yeah, which it's
to
funny
date
because it
Yosuke.
kind of ruins, like, the cutting of it ruins Yosuke because without that knowledge, it's like, oh, you're just homophobic. Because he says, like, weird shit to, like, Kanji. Like, he's like, are we safe around you? Or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, but, like, when you, like, yeah, he's still homophobic if he's gay, but, like, it's more nuanced than just, oh, he's homophobic. It's more like, oh, you got internalized issues.
Internalized. Yeah.
But then without it, it just seems
He's
like,
just insecure.
yeah.
Yeah, he's just an asshole.
Yeah.
I
think this is coming along nice. Let me see.
Good thing they fixed that in P5 Royal.
What do you mean?
Joker bangs Akechi.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Like, there's the glove. That's like,
Basically sex.
he took a mouthful of it, man. Like, mouthful of his swimmers with that glove.
God, ew. Fucking the referring to semen as fucking swimmers.
My swimmers.
Yeah. I don't know anything about Persona, so this conversation is very interesting. We're lying.
I'm saying shit. Yeah, I'm saying bullshit. He does, at like rank 8 in his social link, he does give Joker his glove and says like, you're only allowed to give that back to me when like, what's he say? He says
Okay,
something gay.
he says to not forget I will be the one who defeats you.
Yeah. Like
And it's very gay. Like that's not like this is after like I can't. He says he hates you, and then he starts complimenting you, and he's like, "God, you're way too cool," and like, it's like, oh god, it's very funny. 'Cause he's obviously dealing with some issues. Not necessarily that he's gay. Like maybe that's part of it, but mostly because he's a murderer. Sorry if you're gonna play. His issues are more complicated in the fact that he's like the guy he's supposed to kill. He's like getting way too close to, and he's having some feelings about it because like this is like the one person who understands him, and like who he can actually like talk with. And then he's realizing, oh fuck, my one friend that I ever had is who I also really like is
I gotta kill him.
I gotta kill him. So he tries to
to
convince
achieve
himself that
my
he's
goals.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he tries to convince himself that it's all hate when it's not.
No.
It's very much not.
It's, you know, basic classic yaoi rivalry thing.
Yeah.
thing. Like, I think the sexual tension between Joker and Akechi is way better when you know Akechi is spades for Joker.
Spades for Joker?
You know, I was like, spades? Homestuck.
Oh.
I love referencing Homestuck in casual conversation. It's so funny.
It's not. Just kidding.
Alright.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm fucking with you.
Most recent update of Homestuck 2 Zathran included there was Nagito with horse ears and a unicorn horn.
Wow, nice. Yes.
As well as a bunch of other cameos, including Prince Tutu, which was a deep cut I was not expecting. At first, because they were doing like, oh, it's a Fujoshi character bit, and I was like, this is some poser. I think this might be some poser Fujoshi, like Nagito. That's Nagito, and like is like that's surface level shit. And then they pulled out Prince Tutu, and I'm like, okay, no, they got the credentials. That like that's like too deep a cut enough that it can't be fake.
Yeah.
As far as I know, Femboy, yes. I don't
Yeah.
I don't know if I like it.
Alright, cool.
There's the contrarian in me that says like the fact that like it is animated very well, but the contrarian in me wants to say that the dog shit MS Paint art style is like critical to Homestuck's vibe. Like it needs to look like shit. That is important. There needs to be MS Paint scribbles, like 3-frame looping GIFs, and like just actual JPEGs copy and pasted. True. It was. A lot of my gripes with it are just like not actually necessarily things that were in it. It was more so like based on the pilot, my suspicions of what they're gonna do with it, and also just like Vivzy Pop being involved at all. I don't like. I'm not gonna say anything about them as a person. I just don't like the things they make. That's all. And also, I don't like the way that they. I think the main thing I don't like about Vivzy Pop is like I just don't like the way she writes dialogue, and like, and everyone makes fun of like the I'm Kane, I'm your bitch, like like that's obvious, but it's like more general of a problem than just like the constant crass language, because that can work. It's just that it's like. Like.
Fortunately, she isn't.
Like that...
Her studio is, but apparently it was repeated a lot that she in particular has no involvement.
Okay. Okay, that makes it better then. But like, yeah, gonna say, like, it's not that, like, I think having crass language and making, like, immature jokes is, like, inherently bad.
Mhm.
Like, you can make that work. It's more so, it's like, Vivsy Pop's kind of crass isn't, like, I don't, like, it doesn't feel like it's serving any sort of purpose. It's crass in the same way that, like, a 12-year-old says shit and fuck, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, it's just like, it's to give it the illusion of being
Mature.
a way, like, yeah, like, it, because if it weren't for all of the constant sex jokes and swearing, like, how, like, Has Been Hotel is not, like, a particularly mature show. Like, it's
Yeah.
kind of, it's written like a kid's show. Like,
Mhm.
and I'm not saying that, like, in a derogatory, like, that's not inherently bad, but it is written the way that you would write a kid's show, I would feel, like a serialized kid's show. And so, like, all the crassness of it kind of just feels like set dressing and not, like, anything purposeful.
Mhm.
He is a trickster spirit. I mean, yeah, that's always what he was gonna do. Yeah, like it's simultaneous, like, and then every now and then it does try to make like what feels like an attempt at like actually having a more serious, mature like arc or character,
Mhm.
but it kind of falls completely flat because everything else in the show is not that at all, and also they're just not like handled super well. Like the prostitute thing is like. I'm not gonna like throw stones at glass houses or anything. I know the kind of person I am. All I'll say is that like it's hard to make it doesn't feel particularly sincere or genuine when you make a character arc about like someone who is a abused like person that sells their body for money, that kind of thing. But also you, the creator, are very obviously really into abusive like pimps.
Yeah.
Like there's like four, like it's not a coincidence, like we can all tell there's like 4 or 5 different characters that are all that exact same archetype of like sleazy abusive like pimp characters. Like
Yeah, like, it's one
she's
thing to
very
be into-
obviously like a thing she's into,
Yeah,
and that's
which is
fine.
It just don't try to mix what like oil
like,
and water
don't try
here.
to like it feels like really.
It's like if we tried to make like a social commentary of Saltverse.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's really jarring when you go from that, where it does like most of the show is portraying them as to be as, you know, hot as they can possibly manage, and then you try to go to a very serious abuse plot line, and it's just like jarring. It doesn't feel natural.
And like it just feels like you're not taking the like because it's one thing to have like because like I'm not, again, like this could easily be read as hypocritical of me because I write stuff that is not ethically sound or quite or how you say, like, clean, unproblematic, or whatever. But the way I see it is like I'm not trying to be what I'm not trying to write a realistic portrayal of any of those things, you know? Like
we're having fun. We're just playing with our toys, and there's no expectation of anyone looking at that stuff to take it seriously.
Yeah, and it's like, it rubs me the wrong way because I'm like even though it doesn't seem like it because I'm writing silly shit, like I'm very I'm very conscious over the fact of like that like media does things, and like the way you portray stuff, it affects how people see it. So it's good. So I think there is something to be said about drawing a line of being like, okay, this is
Yeah.
like let's take this let's take this seriously, and let's take this not seriously.
Like, yeah, and it's like a lot of it is just like, I think, like presentation.
Mhm.
Like, I think I talked about it a while ago, but like with a lot of like media like that,
Mhm.
like Saltverse, the kind of stuff we do, it's like kind of like how there's suspension of disbelief. Like when you start consuming a story, you suspend your disbelief and go, oh, like you watch Lord of the Rings and you know that elves and orcs aren't real, but you ignore that fact for a second so that you can enjoy a story.
Uh-huh.
And when you're consuming something like Saltverse, you know that like a lot of the things they do would realistically be kind of fucked up and like not cool to do to your coworkers, but you're like suspending your disbelief that for the fun, just like to have a little bit of fun, we're gonna ignore that for a second, you know?
Mhm.
And like, which like it's a bit more nuanced than that. There are like there's a point where you can only where like
Mhm.
there's a point where like that argument stops working.
Yeah.
But generally as a rule of thumb, I take it as a like, I don't know, different medias have like different kinds of suspension of disbelief they want you to do, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I
I do
agree.
think that when you take the sex, you have to be careful about making serious coming. Yeah.
Yeah. Like for example, for Saltverse, we're not making any commentary. Really. Like any other than like other than that, like it's more of a tongue-in-cheek thing. Like they're working at a company that screws them over, but like that's not like the main thing. That's a very minor thing, and you could just completely ignore that and it would be fine.
And it's like it's supposed to be slash funny, not slash
Like think about it. Yeah.
the evils of capitalism.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, we should end our Saltverse game by having Pepper get her comeuppance and get sued for millions.
For millions.
Hmm.
I don't agree with with your opinion.
Yeah, I was gonna say I won't comment on that, and I'm not gonna say that like you're not wrong or anything, or like you're entitled to your opinion, of course. But I like Heathcliff Canto quite a bit, and I'm struggling to think of a response to that. That wouldn't be me just going. But I do think like. It is fair. Kanto 6 has its issues for sure, but I like it.
Mhm. But yeah.
My main issue with Kanto 6, if I had to say anything in particular, is not like fully. I would not like call her like a definitive this thing, but like they fall I feel like they kind of like fall into some of the trappings of that archetype, which is the fridged wife archetype.
Mhm.
I do not think Catherine is a fridged wife, but they fall into a couple of the trappings of a fridged wife, if that makes sense. Like, like I do think we would have benefited from having a bit more time with like Catherine, like, and not like I mean, like we could have used like one or two more of the like flashback sequences of like actually getting to know what
Her as a character, yeah.
like her, like just like who she was. Like, we get to know a lot about how she thinks about things, but we only ever get to see, like, what she thinks about things when she's, like, when the circumstances are kind of dire. Like, I would have liked to know, like, I would have liked to... Like, I think the main thing about Catherine is, like, the fact that they fall in love with each other is kind of, like, hand-waved. Like, okay, of course they fall in love with each other, and then all of this happens because of that. I would have liked a little bit more to like, see the, like, what their, like, how their relationship actually began, and how, like, you know, I would have liked to see, like, I think it would have made it a little bit more impactful if we got to see, like, at least like one or two instances of them just actually being kind of happy and chill with each other before, like in the flashbacks. I mean, like having an instance of seeing them like actually be happy and chill with each other, and then everything goes to shit. So it makes you think about like you know, why it is that they want that again. You know, like. Because, like, there's the one childhood thing where they're playing together, but even then, it's like baby Linton has to come and be a shithead. Like, I would have liked more just, like, them enjoying each other's company. That is fair, Femboy. My just personal stance on that, I'm not gonna say whether or not, like, my stance on it is, like, if I was KJH, I could understand, like, I can respect when a writer is just like, I don't know, like, when a writer is just like, I don't think I got the chops to cover that kind of thing, you know? Like... Not like, I think, like, I see it less as a, like, disrespect to the source material, and more so, like, I think I could see how, like, trying to tell that kind of story specifically in Limbus Company could maybe be a little bit gross, or, like, I don't know. Like, I could understand... Like, this is just me speculating on what was happening behind the scenes, so I could just be completely wrong, and that's, you know, fair. But, like, that's... I give KJH the benefit of a doubt that, like, there's a good chance it was just, like, like... I don't, like, have the confidence to cover something as, like, or at least in an overt manner, you know, like, I could see how being a Korean dude who lives in South Korea, writing a story about what it's like to be bigoted, like, have bigotry hurled against you as a black guy living in, you know, Victorian Britain, can be, like, that... I don't know. Because I know I wouldn't be confident in pulling that off, and if I was KJH, I would almost think maybe it's better if I just don't touch that part of it, you know? That if you're uncomfortable with it, you could have just not adapted. But true, that is a fair argument. I will say though, I don't think they don't acknowledge it, like, at all. I do think they it's still, like, you know, what you're saying of, like, they still didn't really address it, but I think there was an attempt to address it. They just were trying to be extremely tasteful about it. Like, they didn't want, like, Hindley calling Heathcliff an actual slur. Like, I think, to me, the, like, dog imagery, that like the mutt, the hound imagery, I think the fact, like, that they keep bringing up the dog thing or the mongrel thing is, like, unintentional, like, that's supposed to be the allegory for it, you know, instead of, like, the characters being overtly racist, they keep calling him a dog, and, like, Heathcliff's you know, big moment where he goes, yeah, that's what I am. If everyone's just gonna treat me like a dog, I'll act like a dog. That's because that's what I am. Da 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 da. Like I could see how that was them trying to make a very like a much more tasteful allegory for it rather than being overt about it. That's also me just speculating. I don't know what their intention was, but at least with my reading of the story, the constant like I'm a big believer that like I think KJH is a pretty good writer. I don't think he brings up something for like no reason. Like I like especially if he brings up something multiple times, that usually means there's like a bit more meaning to it. And like I think like the mongrel and the dog thing has enough connections to like, you know, real world I don't know how to say what I'm saying, but
No, I
do
agree.
think there was
I think um I, from what I'm hearing, yeah, that sounds like a very
like, but that's just my interpretation of it. I'm very most of it feels like a lot more like classism rather than racism, especially with the crazy old butler lady who's insane. Unrelated, but I've noticed because it's something it's some like deep lore that I think is very cool, and I don't think a lot of people got what they were trying to do. It's not that she drank from the river; it's that there is a river, like the whole like oh the mansion is haunted thing, the like secret lore that they like. It's really like in between the lines, but what it is that there's a river under the mansion that like, and LobCorp talks about how there's rivers all over the city, but each of them does something different. They all do different things. Like there's the one in the one canto that makes you forget everything that we see in Donkey's canto. But that river thing is anyone that dies near the river, meaning like in the mansion, whoever dies in the mansion, their consciousness is just kind of trapped there forever, which is why when Catherine dies, there's that weird bit where she's like calling out to Heathcliff and she's like, I'm here, and she's like, what? Why can't he hear me? Da 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 da. And the Josephine thing is supposed to be hinting towards that because you think she's crazy because she keeps talking about like, oh, the mistress, I must follow the mistress orders. I can hear her voice down the hall, and they say, well, the mistress has been dead for years. I'm pretty sure the implication is that when Catherine's mom died, her consciousness got trapped in the house, and Josephine can hear it for some reason. I'm not exactly sure. That theory isn't like 100% bulletproof, but I'm like 90% sure that's what they're going for. Oh yeah, the ruin. I love the ruins. I hope we get more of the ruins.
Hell.
I have my little weird crack theory. This is like deep, like insane theory that will never be real probably, but my theory is like the ruins are weird. We know that they're like basically infinite and there's layers to them, and like there's a lot of weird things about like the world building of the city, like the fact that like it's seemingly just like the rest of the planet is completely uninhabitable for some reason. It's just apocalypse hell world like everywhere except the city. And also in Lobotomy Corp they mention ooh, Karen's big moment is ferrying us across the river Styx as Virgilius sacrificed himself for us. Hands up / peak. Yeah. Also, yeah, that what you're saying, Femboy, that's yeah, that I also I agree with that. That's in part of my theory. Which is why like Heathcliff was able to hear Catherine after like a minute. He like tuned into it. Or whatever weirdness happened. That was my interpretation of it. Oh, but crazy theories. So, world is hell apocalypse world. It's like which it seems weird, and also LobCorp has the ordeals, which I think, if I remember correctly, there's some there's some flavor text that implies some of the ordeals are either like world-ending events that have or have yet to happen, which is like the robot invasion, the perfect food, the like the meat clowns and everything. I like the weird theory that like the city is in a pseudo time loop, not in a like literal time loop, but like all of those apocalypses did end the world, but just like whenever the city gets destroyed, whoever is left basically like however many, maybe hundreds of years or thousands of years it takes, like the city somehow by some strange like series of events always manages to like mysteriously rebuild itself every time.
Mhm.
Like or maybe the head orchestrates it or something, and that's why they're so stupidly powerful.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's like definitely vaguely post-apocalyptic, and I like the idea that that's what but that's what my theory of the ruins are. Is that the ruins is like all the previous cities that got buried underneath, because whenever the new people came around, they just built the new city on top of the old one,
Yeah.
and they just kept doing that over and over and over, and that's what the ruins are.
There was a Jacob Geller video that you're reminding me of.
Yeah, like there's that one city in China that had there was a flood that that buried the city in mud, and then they built a new city on top of it, and then that one got flooded too.
Yeah.
In fact, as of a few years ago, I was reading about that. Archaeologists discovered people thought there was 3 cities. Archaeologists discovered there's actually 5 in total.
Wow.
They got even deeper and found that there's like pre-dynastic China cities even underneath all of the dynastic China cities,
That's
which is
interesting.
crazy. And like it's kind of like an archaeologist's like dream, because the mud has like kind of perfectly preserved it.
Mhm.
Like not perfectly, but it is like
Mhm.
remarkably preserved for being as stupidly old as it is.
Mhm.
And people were just like living on top of it the whole time and didn't even know. 1,000 years old at least, and H Corp seems to be one of the few original. Yeah, how the original Heisho were born. Yeah. Meaning, the head wasn't there killing all the non-humans yet, so.
Mhm. City inherently delegitimize any civilization outside of the city, referring to it as the outskirts.
As the outskirts, yeah, we know, like, yeah, crayon.
Yeah, it kind of,
Might as well
it
just
is, like, obviously, they could just be telling the truth, but it kind of reminds me of how, like, dictatorships will, like, will cut off, like, their like,
it's like, yeah, it's like what Rome did, where they just called every country that wasn't Rome barbarians to justify invading them, you know?
Yeah, so, and, like, or, like, them constantly saying that, like, oh, we're like, the rest of the world is fucked, so you're better, like, even though it
We're
sucks
better
here.
in dystopian hell, yeah.
Yeah. That, like, because that's what, like, North Korea did and does.
You know, I think the tag feature on Twitch is very funny, because, like, I get, like, I'm not, like, making fun of you. It's just, like, funny to me. Like, I was just looking at your tags, and I saw Goat VTuber, and I'm like, that's funny, because, like, is there, like, a guy, is there a guy that opens up Twitch and goes, alright, time to check my favorite tag, goat VTuber. The idea of someone who goes on Twitch and looks for specifically
Oh,
searches specifically the goat VTuber tag.
yeah.
No, like it's fine. It's like most people you're using them to be descriptive, which is what a
Yeah,
lot of people do. But the main purpose of tags is supposed to be to make it easier to find specific
yeah.
things. But I don't know. I think it's funny. I like the concept of a guy looking
Mhm.
for goat VTubers specifically.
Oh yeah, they don't have airplanes, which would probably like if they had airplanes, they'd probably be like, "Huh, there's like a whole city over there."
Yeah. What the hell?
What the hell? What the bother? Uh, but yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, reminds me of the guy who like back in ye old days of my Twitch channel, uh, the guy who followed me because he followed the Shota tag.
That's awesome. That's a funny guy
Yeah,
that he exists.
yeah, yeah, and he was talking about, and he said that, and that he said fucking he said, oh yeah, and he specifically said certain times when there was more people with the Shota tag streaming than others, and he was like, and I call this time Shota rush hour. I remember that.
I didn't know about this guy.
Yeah,
That guy sounds awesome. I remember that guy.
yeah, yeah. It was deep channel lore, yeah.
What if we find out the reason there's no airplanes in the city was we find Xena again, and Xena's like, we swore that we would never let it happen again, and they're like, what? So on
Guys.
September 11th.
Oh my god, KJH, please. No, he wouldn't, but that would be really funny. Yeah. God,
There was two color fixes. The white planes.
the white and the gray tower? I don't know.
Twin tower.
The twin tower. Like they're not actually towers, they're just two people. There was two people who
Two
got
guys.
killed by a guy named the White Plane. Like they're actual twins.
And just after we had dealt with one, we couldn't have expected what happened.
There was a second, like it's like the movers.
A third color fix was hit A Corp. Turn on the channel. Any channel.
But yeah.
Oh yeah, also,
I remember
yeah.
that guy. I wonder what he's doing. He
Probably still on the show to tag, if I
Yeah,
had to guess.
probably. I should
Imagine you do the Benui Nui thing now,
Yeah.
and you stream again, and that guy comes back in the chat, and he was like, I knew you'd be back.
I knew you'd be back. Like he didn't say anything particularly weird. It's just that he just had a
No,
very
he's just like, yeah.
Light did not like it.
Mm-hmm.
Light hated that guy, yeah.
I think Light did not particularly enjoy that era of your
Yeah.
VTubing career in
Yeah,
general,
they
to
referred to
be
call me
fair.
by the name.
Yeah. They only ever called you Ego.
No, they called me Show.
Oh, right, Show. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy showed up at hold on, wait. I know a stream that I still have like archived. Let's see if I can find his username.
It's just Ayan again.
It's Ayan.
Yeah, that's what people want. People want Ayan again. I'm good. The only thing I would accept is I think it would be really fucking funny if Ayan was Hermes. That's the only form I'll accept it in.
Hold on.
Just like some utter bullshit like that. Like
Mhm.
not even like, oh, Ayan is an arbiter now, or
Mhm.
Ayan is the blah blah blah. Just like Ayan is Hermes, like Ayan is God, like or just like the god of the index specifically. Ayan is the will of the city.
The will of the city. Um.
Ayan is the black monolith. Ayan is bamboo hatted Kim. Ayan is Moses. Congrats on his transition. That's why she's old.
What?
Because Ayan would be old
Oh,
now.
okay. I thought you were
Ayan
just
is
saying
myself.
transgender makes someone old.
No.
Let's see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see.
Probably femboy, but I mean, like, well, yes, but I don't know. Well, what that means, like, what is, what does it mean to be in the light? Like that still is like, we don't know. Like, is Demian part of the light? Maybe. Like,
Oh no. Okay. I don't. They weren't in this video. Hold on. It was one of my battle block videos where they showed up. Hold on. So I'm looking through old VODs. Like I have like 3 VODs that of still of that area. Of that era. Oh, I found it. uh, should I say his username?
I mean, we're not saying anything bad about him.
I
We're
guess
saying he
that's
was funny.
yeah. Trinidadian nerd underscore nerd.
Oh, now I remember them. I didn't know that was their lore.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember
What
them,
if they're
but
still
I
on
didn't
Twitch?
remember.
Maybe I wonder if they haven't got banned or anything. Let me see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look them.
Yukishi07 has officially entered Erika Furudo age discourse by confirming her age is actually the reader's age divided by 2 plus 7. Please refer to this.
How do you spell Trinidad? Wait, fuck. Trin. How do you spell Trinidadian nerd? I don't see him. He might have gotten banned.
No.
What if I just look up Shota and look through the chat?
Is he? See if he's there
See if
somewhere.
he's there somewhere. Alright, time to fuck up my What am I doing?
I
Just
don't know.
fucking around. Sorry. I'm just I just got like my ADHD. Gonna take off. Hope you have a good rest stream. Bye bye, Zathran.
Bye bye.
I just was wondering what he's doing. Wonder how he's doing.
Yeah.
Oh, someone's calling Juju. Alright, whatever. Fuck. God, I just fucked up my whole setup. Hold on. There we go. Alright, cool. How much time? It's been 1 hour. It felt like longer. Stretch, stretch. Oh, ad break.
Sorry, I'm back.
Cool. Ad break is starting in a minute, but yeah.
You're an ad break.
The Roja, I did her hair a little bit.
Roja.
It's not done, but I got some good like base stuff on. Why is Roja so short as a chibi? Isn't she like this? Oh, she's. Oh fuck, she is smart.
Why
uh,
do that?
I just have to make her bigger when I put her. She is bigger. It's just I wasn't looking at the others. I'll make her bigger.
Big ore. By the way, did I tell you about the Psychonauts wiki?
No.
So, I was. I think drugs are interesting on like a psychology level,
Mm-hmm.
and I was telling Zathan about it last night. And then I started going down a rabbit hole of like DMT, or like specifically DMT lore, and I found a wiki called the Psychonauts wiki, which is a wiki documenting everything about like psychedelic drugs and everything associated with them.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, wait, let me just like go to it and read some.
Mm-hmm.
It is awesome. It is fucking awesome. So like psychonautics practices, breathing techniques, fasting, meditation, sensory deprivation, tulpa, meditation frequency, psychedelic art, Shulgin rating scale, vibes, and then subcategories: good vibes, trippy vibes, bad vibes, and then where's the find miscellaneous effects, headaches, cognitive dysphoria, vasoconstriction, delirium, creativity enhancement, suggestibility intensification, shadow people, orgasm enhancement,
Shadow people.
orgasm enhancement, ego inflation, symmetrical texture repetition, and I'm trying to find the really good one that me and Zathan were so fucked up by. There's a section that is tutorials, which is
Tutorial.
funny. Yeah. Where is it?
Some smooth jazz while we talk about DMT.
Yeah. Where? Hold on. I gotta control F. What? What? Is it like gone? Hold on. No. It's also like just like a badly laid out wiki. It's like impossible to fucking navigate this website, but that's what
Wow.
it was like. We were like exploring it.
Mhm.
But one of the things I started like looking into that I thought was weirdly interesting, was how one of the phenomena with DMT specifically
Mhm.
is there is a like phenomena that is like seemingly unexplainable, but like and it's free and like the exact terms and the way it's described can vary from person to person, but it's like the general like framework of it is so consistently reported that like there has to like be something to it. And it was the phenomenon of getting quote banned from the DMT realm, which is the idea that like once you are like once when you start taking DMT, it's just kind of a normal trippy hallucinogen. But then after a while, you start experiencing really crazy shit, and like the most commonly reported experience is like going someplace else that isn't where you are. Like sometimes it's space, it's a magical forest, it's a
Mhm.
some other third like otherworldly location,
Mhm.
usually with otherworldly beings or things in it. And then but then there's a phenomena which is like several hundreds, thousands of people report like having a particular trip where they either take too much or they have some kind of just bad trip, and uh, they describe it as doing something wrong or fucking up in some way, and like getting banned, like not just like it stops, as in like it is specifically whatever entity or thing or like place, whatever entities are there, whatever place they are residing in or whatever, like communicates in some way or form that they did something wrong and they are being denied access. They there's consistent reporting of something or someone telling you you messed up, you have to leave and like you have to go. And then after that particular experience, from that point on, anytime that person goes to take DMT, that previous place that they were able to go to, that otherworldly realm, they are never able to recreate that. They're never able to go back again. They have been restricted for like the rest of their life.
Wow. Access denied.
Like, and it's so commonly reported among like experienced DMT users that it's like what the fuck?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
how that there has to be something to that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying that there like is cosmic. There's a cosmic forest and there's the machine elves banning you physically,
Mhm.
but it's too consistent not to like. There's at the very least some like okay, well DMT
Supernatural
does
drug
something.
bouncer.
Yeah, like, but I was looking at that, and then I got into the part of the Psychonauts wiki that was detailing the most commonly reported types of entities
Mhm.
that exist in the DMT realm, such as the machine elves, the shadow people, bugmen,
Sorry.
the overworld sentients, like steampunk AIs, but then the one that was like just fucking us up so bad because it was its own whole category, and it was just a like other commonly reported archetypes within the DMT realm, unspeakable horrors. And we click on it, and it was a list of different types of unspeakable horrors, and all of them had an associated example image that was given as to like, and when you click on any of the images, it would blow it up and it would give the description of a accurate portrayal of a single frame of what is commonly reported as unspeakable horrors. And it said that for every single image. I don't know if you saw in the Mage server, I posted a couple really weird images.
Oh.
Those images were some of the example images used for quote-unquote unspeakable horrors.
Wait, I gotta look at those again. But yeah, I saw that and I was like, what they're really
And,
cool though.
Wait, hold on.
Here, I'll put some on stream.
Yeah.
I'll copy paste them to my canvas. Here's one.
And we were just like losing our shit over. Yeah, that was one of them.
There's one.
And it was, and yeah, just like that image with the caption, "A accurate portrayal of the of a single frame." I don't know why they worded like that. A single frame question mark of what is the commonly reported experience as unspeakable horrors, and that was just like so fucking funny to me.
I should for my overlay, I should just put one of these images in the corner and then just say, and then have it like text that just says unspeakable horrors.
Unspeakable horrors. And then we started role-playing as the unspeakable horrors, and it was funny because we liked the idea of the dude in black being like you're in the fucking dark umbra and you see that thing and you approach and the dude in black goes, "Eh, don't worry, she don't bite."
She don't bite.
And then you approach and you put your hand out towards the yellow beast and you lose all of your childhood memories and experience the euphoria of true soul bonding love for the first time in the blink of an eye, and then you flash back and he goes, "Dude, why did you do that?" Like he got you're giving your chakra aggression. Like of course she was gonna do that to you. Like
you must have aggravated her.
You're like, why would you go up to that? Like, why would you go up to her with that little amount of samsara? Of course, like, what do you think was gonna happen, idiot? Like,
I like this one a lot.
Jacqueline says you should do a backflip again.
Okay, I'll do a backflip.
Oh wait, no. Is that yes? Okay.
Alright, I'll zoom into this while I do a backflip. Hold on.
I lied. I scrolled back up and.
Oh, okay. I'll do a backflip again.
I was confused. I'll do a backflip anyways.
Oh, fuck. Boy. There you go.
Unspeakable horrors.
Unspeakable horrors.
Backflip. Yeah. Good.
I hope this becomes like the thumbnail, and then somebody goes to my art and is like, "Wait, what the fuck?" Like, and then it, like they actually go into the stream, and it's just like Limbus chibis, and they're like, "What the fuck was that?"
And we say unspeakable horror.
Unspeakable horrors.
God, I want to find some of the quotes we were laughing at because there was some of it was so fucking funny.
Unspeakable horrors. Lesbians.
Lesbians.
What was that, by the way, this is unrelated, but what was that, what was it? The 3D modeling software that you were gonna try instead of Blender? What was it called?
Hold on, I'll find it.
Thank you.
It is called Crocotile 3D.
Crocotile 3D. Thank you.
Crocotile 3D. And it's kind of cool.
Oh my god. I don't know why drawing streams like make me so tired really easily.
Sources: Dem Shadow People and such. Parentheses, a retrospective.
Yeah, drawing does take a lot of energy. I guess that is true.
Dream signs, impossibilities, improbabilities, incongruous features, surreal feelings. Dream control powers, summoning, psychokinesis, shapeshifting, teleportation. Activities, summoning, psychokinesis, shapeshifting, teleportation.
Nice.
Why can't I find the dream characters? Ah, okay. Autonomous entities. Maitreya, Sophia, Alpha Centauri, Terrestrial Detail, Untitled, Id
Untitled.
Aliund, Apotheosis, Namaste 3D, Cosmic Christ, Namaste parentheses Trifoliata Mystica, Baphomet.
Wow.
Those are commonly reported entities within the DMT realm.
Alright,
I like
cool.
Cosmic Christ.
I like what was the one before that?
Namaste 3D.
Namaste 3D. It sounds like a horrible movie. I think I might take a end stream here, by the way. But before we do that, I want to raid someone because I can do that on Twitch.
Mm-hmm. And give them some unspeakable horrors.
And give them unspeakable horrors. Here, let me find. Let me go to see who's online. Oh, Joy Curbs. I like Joy Curbs. Joy Curbs underscore. Okay. Alright. Juju, are you in the
Yes.
chat?
What?
Are you in the chat?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Just make sure.
Yeah.
Alright. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good night. Night, night.
Goodbye.
Alright, let's see.